All right. I almost forgot that. Okay. All right. So when you open Microsoft Office, which most of us have opened over and over again, and I'm sure even now you may have opened it to do it with me. There are so many tabs on the menu bar, right? We have the file, the home, the insert, the design, layout, reference, mailings, reviews, views, Zotero. That's if you have Zotero. Mendeley, if you have Mendeley, Help, Grammarly, Acrobat, different um, plugins, right? So we'll go from basic to advanced. So we'll start with the file on the menu bar, right? So when we go to the file, what do we see? We have the information, right? So for example, if I want to share the document with someone and I want to protect the document, I can use this particular feature. So you can equip it with password, you can restrict editing. I'm sure some of you have come across some documents that you find it difficult to open it or make some edits. It's all done over here. This may come in handy, especially when you are collaborating with people. So let's say that 3 or 4 people are working on one paper, right? And it's in Word. And sometimes when it's not tracked, it becomes difficult for people to collaborate on. So you can also put in the tracking system. But another way also that you can make sure that everything is within the people who are supposed to see, you can encrypt it, you can make this as final. So anytime that someone opens it, they know that they are coming to make a major change and then they have to kind of resave it or use a different name to be able to make the new edits. So one of the key things you can also do is to protect your document. The second thing you can also do is to be able to inspect the document, right? So for example, maybe there are some formatting that you have done that mistakenly you didn't know that you have done them. So you can check them after the work has been saved. We'll use this in future classes, but I'm just running through them. And then we can manage some documents, right? Let's say that your machine automatically goes off. You can recover some of your unsaved documents. So I'll enable this feature here. You see, when you click it, there are about 6 of my documents that are unsaved. So if something happened and I lost power or something, I can always go back here and then try and access them. Okay, so that was a quick one for info. Then we go to new. New, where you have so many templates. If you are designing a poster or you're writing a document, you can use this basic one. You can search for online templates over here also. But for today, we are just doing the normal one. So we'll just go with a blank document. Then open. Okay. So open gives you some of your previous saved documents. You can also access different folders on your on your machine or your system, and then you'll be able to open some of them. If there are some that you frequently use, you can also pin them here. So let's say that I have a new document and I save it. I can pin it by right-clicking and then pin to the list. Or you can remove some that you feel that it's not really necessary or they are not going to be used frequently. You can also recover unsaved documents here also. One thing I also want to highlight is using OneDrive. So you have your desktop, you have your laptop, it has its own hard drive. But sometimes it's better to save some Word documents on your OneDrive, which is something that comes with the Microsoft Office system. So instead of it just being on your machine, it can be online. You can access it anywhere. And just in case your machine crashes, you can go and recover some of them. So it's not always that you should save on your PC. You can also save as a backup on the cloud. So that's my OneDrive with my email on it. Okay. Then you go to save. Save also has the same thing. You can save on the OneDrive or on the machine locally. And then we have Save As,
Please, we
which
can't
also
see
gives
the
us the
OneDrive
same.
you're showing
Dog,
us.
please. Yeah, your screen is not moving.
My screen is not moving.
Yeah, have
Yes.
a blank space.
We are stuck on the blank sheet.
Oh, sorry about that.
About 2 or 3 minutes, I think, right?
Okay, okay. Sorry.
Yeah, we
Okay.
didn't see anything you did in the last 2 minutes.
Wow. Okay, okay, no problem.
Mr.
So I'll
Bruce,
reshare again.
are we
Yes.
supposed to launch our work so that we will see whatever you are doing, or at the other time you tell us? Because me like this, the interface
Hmm.
you are using might be different from my machine because
Yes,
I'm
yes,
using
yes.
Mac.
Good,
I'm using
good.
Mac, so it might be different. So I'm asking if, like, when you are about to start, you tell us to launch our word, or as you are saying
Mhm.
it, we should listen to you and land the word or what. I don't know what, because you just start doing this thing. You don't know what you are doing.
Okay, all right. So I'm just walking you through the interface on a Windows
Okay.
machine. Yes.
Okay.
Um, Ideally, you should also launch it on your system. I'm sure it's not the same for Linux environment and the same for Mac, but pretty much I'm just showing you the functionalities.
Mhm.
Later on, you can figure out where it is on the Mac because
05.
I'm not also very conversant with the Mac system or the Linux system.
I'm
So I'm just
conversant,
showing
but
you.
I'm conversant with the Mac. But I'm saying
Good,
that I was
good.
asking, like, um should
44
you also launch so that we also go through what you are going through?
07
Yes, yes.
47 31.
Okay, so you can all launch with me and then we go through, or you can just watch as but it's better if you watch and then you practice at the same time. All right. So since I spoke for 2 minutes without you seeing, I'll go over again. So for a blank document where you have the first tab being file, right? So I'm just walking you through what is under the file. It may be different for a different system. So we have the info section where you can protect your documents, check some of the problems with your document, and then you can also be able to manage the document. That's be able to recover some of the unsaved documents. So that's what the info section actually does. So in a new, you can open a new template depending on what your function or what you are using Word for. So you can use it to design different things. But here we are just using a blank document, the normal A4, right? Then we also have the open, we have the save. And here is where I was trying to explain that you can either save locally on your machine or as advisable, you can also always sync your Word document or any other Office document to the cloud. So OneDrive gives you, I think, a free space. You can try and use it for a while, and then, of course, the documents that you realize that are not really necessary, you can try and then also remove them with time, right? Okay. So we have save and save as, and then you also have the save to PDF. Sometimes you want to convert between Word to PDF, right? Or vice versa. You can do that by just the save as, and then convert to PDF. But it does not give you the table of contents sometimes, right? So you can use the Adobe extra functionalities to be able to do that. But it's limited. You just have one PDF for free for every 30 days. And then we can go to print. Okay. I'm trying to go as slow as possible and as basic as possible. So if someone is not so familiar, they can be able to manage moving forward. Okay, so in printing, usually we don't do this. People do it for us, but if you are someone who works in an office environment, you want to print either on one side or both sides, which you can do it here. And then also you can try and then print specific pages, right? So let's say I don't want to print the whole thing. I want to print just this page or some selected pages. Let's say page 1 to page 5. Here I only have one page, so it's not showing. But when you have several pages, you can customize which page you want to to print. Okay, share. You can share your documents with other people via email, presenting online, and all that. I'll skip the share as Adobe is the same thing as this. Then I go to export. Okay, so exporting also the same. You can export in different formats. Basically, you can do that at the Save As section. And then you close your work. Then you go to accounts. Accounts gives you information about the Office system you are using. Some people may be using 365 and other versions, right? Feedback is not necessary. The part where I want to talk about is options. So you go to File and then Options. Okay. Under the options, there are so many things we need to do as Office users occasionally, but we always ignore them because we don't know that they are there that we are supposed to. So that's why we are here today, right? So we look at General. Under General, you would want to optimize either for appearance or for compatibility, right? The difference being that sometimes some of the fonts, some of the features within your document need to be preserved because maybe you print them. But if you are showing them online, it's not really a deal of how high quality the thing looks like, right? So when you are presenting online, you are publishing online, it's not really a big deal. But when you decide to print it hard copy, it becomes an issue because some of the fonts and some of the settings may change because you didn't customize them when you were using the Microsoft Office system. So we want to look at some of them and how we can avoid some of these accidents. Okay. So here, most of them are quite basic, but the one I want to focus on today is advanced. Okay. And under the session, image size and quality. Okay. So usually we import images into our Word, but the default resolution is 220 ppi, right? This is the default resolution with most of the Windows softwares. Okay, so you can open yours and check. Is there anyone who has checked what's your default resolution? That's if you've not changed it before. Anyone?
So are you on the home?
I'm at File. You go to File.
I've seen you at the yeah, no. You
You
go
go to
to okay,
Options.
option. Okay. All right.
Yes. And then you go to Advanced.
I'm not seeing that
Under
one.
Advanced, are you there?
Yeah, but I'm not seeing that one on my Mac.
Mac is a total different system.
Yeah, the interface for Mac is different. I'm also
Yes.
facing that issue, but
Oh,
Mine is
don't
also
worry, I'll figure
220.
it out and we will do it.
Okay, any Windows user here, sorry about that. Any
Yeah,
Windows
window
user.
user 220.
Okay, are you advanced now?
Yes, 220.
Okay, you can scroll down to image size and quality. Anyone there?
Yes, please.
It's so
Okay, so what's your default
Yes,
resolution?
please. It's
220.
220 ppi.
PPI.
220 ppi, good. So 220 ppi is enough for like a presentation online, but when you start to or you decide to print it out, or you decide to submit it for a journal, they will come back to you and tell you that the images in your document are of low quality. I don't know if anyone has experienced that before. So before you start, or before you send out the document, or before you import the pictures, you always have to change it to high fidelity so that all the beautiful things you have done in another software to be able to draw that figure will still be kept. So your default resolution should always be higher than, for some systems I've seen, it doesn't have high fidelity, but you can have 330, which is higher than 220. But if you have that option of high fidelity, this is where it should be. And then you check this one, do not compress images in file. Do not compress the image, because once you compress it, either you export it as PDF, everything goes away. I don't know if it's clear.
So we should check that one, or we should
Yes,
uncheck.
So
you
we
should check it.
check it.
Yes,
Okay.
check it, just as you see it on my screen now. Usually it's
And also
like this.
I
When you open
discarded
it,
it.
yeah, discard editing data, because once you are done with it, you can just choose to discard it, or you can leave it if you feel you have a lot of space. But the main point here is you should have your high fidelity on and do not compress image in file. This is the most important. You can choose not to click the discard. Any
Are these
questions so far?
settings for, yes, I have a question. When you do
Good.
this setting, is it for the particular document you're working on, or it's for the entire Word document? As in, do you have to set this for every document you're working on?
Okay, so you have that option. You have that option to choose for all new documents. So once you do this and you choose all new documents, it will reflect in the next blank document you open. But if, for example, you are using only this template for, let's say, a journal, you don't need it to reflect in another document. Then you just choose that particular document name. Here, I've not named my document by document 1 and document 2. So it will only keep this setting within this document. But when you open another new blank document, it will go back to the 220 again. So if you are someone who is into writing of papers, then it's better you keep it, because all your documents will be something you submit to a journal, right? Eventually, or maybe for your thesis. So you can keep it for all new documents. But if it's not for something you print out, then there's no need to just keep it for that particular
Okay,
document.
I think I've figured out for the mark. So I can teach my friend.
Good.
I
That's
figured out for
good.
the mark.
All
So
right.
my lady, please before you start, let me show my friend. Please, when you
Okay,
Yes,
open
can
please. I'm
stop
trying to
sharing.
find out.
No,
So,
can we
Yes, you
please,
can share.
I didn't understand what you said. Like, do you mean we should leave our settings as it was before this, or we should do it like it's supposed to be like this for every document, because this is the best, like this is how best our document will come out if it's the setting are in this.
Yes.
Is it
So
something like that, or only when we are going to publish a paper that we need to do this?
no, you can keep it. For me, I'm someone who is always writing, right? And my writing will always be printed or will be sent out for publication. This is what I do every day, right? But you are someone who does not do any of the things I mentioned, then there's no need, because once you keep it at high fidelity, the size of your Word document also becomes larger, right?
Oh,
So if it's a necessity for you, for me, I have no option. I have to keep it in high fidelity, else my papers will be rejected back. Because when you send the images, they look blurred. Usually you think it's blurred. Or the person will say you screenshot the image and put it inside. But that's not what happened. You actually inserted the image. But because you didn't make it high fidelity, all the font size and the beauty of the whole figure got lost during saving. So it's up to you. High fidelity comes at a cost that your Word document will now be in megabytes and larger megabytes. But if it's not something that is really important to you, then you can keep it at the default 220 and you have your kilobytes document. But know that it's at the expense of your images. If you don't have any image inside your document, then you don't need to do this. You can keep
okay.
it at the default. Yes. And also, as I was mentioning earlier, you can apply this to all your other documents, or you can apply it in a specific document.
Okay.
Yes. So I'm
So,
stopping. Yes, for thesis, it must be high fidelity. There's no option. You must show it as high fidelity, because once it's printed, all the colors will be messed up. So
okay.
high fidelity is better. If there's an image, then you have to do this. If there's no image, it's okay. It's just text. There's no need to do high fidelity. Okay, so I've stopped sharing for the Mac users to also share. You can, I think I've allowed that. Yes.
Hi,
So
can
Irene, you can help us.
let the girl ask the question. Somebody is on the floor, so let the person talk.
Okay, someone, okay.
Oh,
I saw two
sorry,
hands.
it's just me. I have an issue with my Zoom. I cannot see half of the screen, so I cannot follow properly because part of the screen was cut off. I don't know. I think it's an issue with my laptop. I just want to ask if the video is going to be uploaded later on YouTube,
Yes, it will
so
be
maybe we can
uploaded.
access this later. Okay, thank you. Sorry for the disturb.
No problem. Does anyone else face this issue? Okay, no problem. Okay, there are some questions I want to address that then we can share on the Mac user platform. So if there's no high fidelity, I mentioned it earlier. If there's no high fidelity, just take it a little above 220, right? 330 is okay. That may be your maximum. I've seen some situations where the maximum for the person is 330. Yeah, you can just move it from 220 to 330.
So, Mr. Bruce, all these things you're
Yes,
saying, you're talking about in terms of the document, right?
yes. If you
And
have an image in your document, then you need to
mhm.
check this function if it's high fidelity, else
Okay,
the quality of the image may be lost.
okay. Yeah. I figure
So you can
something.
share your
Okay, let
screen.
me let me share my
Yeah.
screen. Um,
Okay, once I read the questions. Okay, there are some hands. I will attend to them.
so okay, I'm sharing. Let me. I think when you open your Mac, though I don't know those using Mac, are they there?
Yeah, I think there's someone in
You
this.
you are
Yes, I'm
sharing the
here.
word itself. Share the entire desktop.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Else, where you click to get this, they will not see.
All right, I'm coming. So let me go to the sharing. Sorry. Oh, this my machine.
I think I saw this one. What did I see this?
Please, can you see now?
Yeah.
Can they see?
Yes. Yes, I can.
Yeah. So have you seen when you open your Word on the top where the apple is?
Mm-hmm.
Where the
Yeah.
Word is, you see Word file, edit, insert tools, and other stuffs. So you
Mm-hmm.
can you come to the Word, you click on the Word, you see preference.
Mm-hmm.
You see preference. When you get to preference, you click on the
Yes.
I don't know why this thing is happening this way. You see? So when you click on the word preference, these are other options, right? So you come
And when
to
we
Mm-hmm.
I will let you guys know all the
so when you come to this side, we have the
Mm-hmm.
general information about what you want to do on menu, sound, and other stuffs. We have also view thinking. We have if you want to make any changes on this thing, you can come there. But when you come to then you click on save. You see when you click on save, we have this option, right? Please,
Yes,
do
I
you
see
see
that.
it?
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
So you can make that changes, or you can go to tools. Please, are
Irene,
you
go
there?
to Irene.
Yes.
Click on the that square, plenty square, blah blah blah, beside the save. Click there.
This one.
Go up, go up, go up. No. On the dialogue. Save. You have save, save. Where you see save, just save. Click there and go back. Click on edit.
Edit.
Click on edit.
And
Edit.
Edit.
Edit
Okay.
is here.
Uh-huh.
Authoring and proofing tools. Go to edit. Yes.
So I should go edit.
Click
Okay, edit.
edit.
Yeah. Edit. Yes.
Uh-huh. Okay,
So this,
so this is what
Oh, I see
Prof was
the
talking about. The settings, where the setting, the
okay.
image quality, the size, etc.
Okay.
That's it. So if you go down, you can go
Thank
down on this
you.
screen.
yes, you can go down. You can go
Uh-huh.
down and
So you
find a
can
lot of.
see uh
Okay.
the
Lucy, can you
image
go
stuff,
down?
the resolution he talked about. You can see it there.
So you said by
Default
default it's
resolution.
on 220, right?
Yes, so you can click on it and then change it to high fidelity or whatever you want to do.
Okay, high fidelity. All right.
Yeah.
Well, you only click to high fidelity when there is an image.
Yes.
No, that's that what he said. If you want a very clear, you want to maintain the resolution of your image you insert in your document, then it's
Okay.
advisable you select high fidelity.
Okay.
Don't worry, I'll
Yeah.
demonstrate the difference and we'll all see. If
Okay.
Is
All
it
right.
just for images or the text appearance is also affected?
no, it's there, image size and quality. It's just for images.
Okay.
Okay.
We don't
So my
How
count
about
this.
sister,
tables? Yeah,
It
yes,
doesn't
please.
work for tables
I'm
unless
there. I'm
there's a
you
following.
figure in
are
the
okay
table.
with it?
Yes,
Yes.
please. Thank you. Thank
Okay,
you to
yeah.
the gentleman that helped you. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, so
Thank you to
just
my brother
by,
too.
Dr. Bruce,
yes.
please, I wanted to ask, does the high fidelity affect tables too or just images?
So for tables, I'll say yes, because for me, I use images in my tables. So, but if there are no images in the document, you
Okay.
don't need to do this. Okay,
Okay.
so the question
Okay.
that came, I think, from you, what you were asking if this same settings works for everything. Yes, you see here it's only document
Mm-hmm.
one. So you can change it to all documents if
Which
you
was
want to
Let me
keep this
stop sharing
setting.
it.
No,
oh, the image
no,
size and quality, please.
yes, just by it, you see document one.
Yeah, okay,
Stop
okay.
sharing
Yes.
it.
No, it's still on.
So let me stop, right?
No, no, keep it there. I'm using your screen to
Mhm. Oh, okay. All right.
display. Yes. So document one means that any of these settings you are going to do would only affect document
Mm-hmm.
one. Once you save and close it, if you open another document two, we are all here, we are all learning, we are all in the environment of writing and putting figures in our document. So I think you can keep it so maybe you graduate. When you don't have figures in your document, then you can go back, yes, and uncheck it. Because it also makes the Word
Okay.
document very large. Okay. Yeah. But if there are no figures, then there's no need to do this. Okay. Thank you
Oh,
so
okay.
much.
Thank
So
you.
for now, you can put it on the high something.
Yes. Hi, and then make it for all documents.
For all documents. Where is it?
That's on top where you see the document one, just above the, yes. Thank you, Joy.
That one.
Yes. Change it to all document. No, down. Back to where the high fidelity is. On top of it, you see
Okay.
another document one.
Okay. No, I don't see that. Okay, document one. This one. Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Change it to all new documents.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay. And
Thank
then now change it back again to high fidelity.
Your resolution has changed. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
And then
Thank
you
you.
check do not compress image in file. The
Do you
second
not
box,
Do
compress?
not compress.
do not compress.
Okay.
Yes. So this is what I would
Okay.
say. Okay. Thank you so much for
Thank you.
showing us on the Mac platform. I'm sure it will be similar to the Linux also. All right, you can stop sharing now and then I'll
Thank you.
continue. Any other
Okay.
questions? I saw some hands. Can you please just run through how to set it to high fidelity in Word afterwards? Just the steps. Okay, so I'm sharing my screen again. Okay, so you go to File, the first tab on your menu bar. You go to Options, the last tab on your menu bar, on that tab. And then you go to Advanced under the Options part. At the advanced section, you scroll down. There are a lot of things we can look at it, but I'll skip just because of time. And then you go to image size and quality, all new documents, high fidelity, and then you can do that. Okay, there are also different settings for different things. So my emphasis was on figures, right? If you want to do tables, there are also different formattings for that. If you want to do equations, there are also different formattings for that. But one key thing I want to emphasize today is about the images. So if that's clear, then we can move on. Yes.
Yeah.
Is there a question?
Please, which one is for the tables? Because some of us will be using tables. So if you can
Okay, so
just
you
show me
can
what
see
setting
chart.
for the table.
We'll do that in the next session, but it's just you can do it
Okay,
in
okay,
chat
then that's
also.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gifty, your hand is up. You can ask your question.
Please, I want to know if this alteration can be done for an already existing work.
Unfortunately, no. If you've already imported and you change it, it doesn't affect it. What it means is that you have to remove the image again, right? After you have done this one, and then you import the image back again, then it will preserve it.
All
So
right,
let's say I
thank
have
you.
an old document with some figures, right? And I want to do this now. It means I have to remove the figures, change the setting, apply it to all new documents, and then now I can put it back, and then it will reflect once I save it in Word or PDF format. Okay, Miriam, your hand is up. You can go ahead, Miriam.
Sorry, I wanted to ask, is it that you need to make all these changes before you send the digital version, or maybe when you're about to print it? And then also my second question is, what does the do not compress image, like that feature, what does it do to the document?
Okay, so ideally anything publishable, online, offline, okay? So online being to be published online, you need to do this. Even if someone goes onto your paper and they see the images, they'll ask questions. Why is this image so blurry, right? So anything that will be published, either online or hard copy, even if it be published online, you need to do this because it enhances the image. Unless your image is black and white, then you don't really need to make it so clear. But even in black and white, it can still distort. But once there's color in the image, you need to keep this setting. This setting is supposed to be done before you even save the Word document, but it's the other way around for us because we didn't know. So now we know before you start saving your work, you go back and check all these things and then look through everything under the options because there's a lot of things there. I'll move to another tab and you see that there's a lot of things that we miss because we don't go to options. So options was supposed to be set before you start, but now we don't know. So we are going to reverse it the other way around. You go back and then change everything and then try and then patch up. So whether you print it online, offline, it's better you keep it if there's an image. I don't know if that answers your question. And then do not compress, meaning that don't lose the quality of the image.
Yeah,
That's what
because
it means.
as image is being transferred, as document is being transferred from one end to another, it loses its resolution or pixels. So when
Yes.
you do that, it does as it moves or transfer because you are publishing it online, and you might not know as you are publishing there will be a lot of mix up whilst publishing. So if you make it do not this thing, it will still keep the original image from your document. It doesn't make any changes to in there. So
Yes.
it's
Yes. Rightly said. Especially when you are going to upload a document. Let's say maybe you are writing an application, right? And your image is in the file, and then due to the whole system that is used to design the website, maybe they are able to compress the file size to 10% so that it can optimize the uploading and you don't use a lot of Wi-Fi or bandwidth, right? So if you don't check this and you upload, whatever settings they have used will affect your document and your image may be lost and maybe you lose the opportunity you are looking for. So once there's an image, please come here and then just check it and put it at high fidelity. Then you have no problem. Okay, Maoli.
Okay, thank you.
Maoli, your hand is up.
Please, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes, please. Thank you so much. My paper has been rejected because of this thing I didn't know. So I
Yeah.
want to get a clear understanding. Yes, when I go to advanced and I came to image size and quality, I select do not
Mm,
compress the image in a file.
yeah.
Then the default resolution, I change it to high fidelity.
Mm,
Then when I come to the chart, there are two options, document one and new document. So
mm.
should I select a new document or I should leave it document one? Because I want to set it so that I will not change it again.
You should do it for new documents so that it will reflect, so that you don't have to always go back again because you can forget. But if you do it document one, it will only apply to that one once you save it. So it's better you keep it on the new document.
Okay, so what happened to the show document content? Those ones, there's nothing to change there, right? It's
Come
only
again.
currently just when you go beneath that, go to
Yes,
show
we'll
document.
we'll go through everything, so don't worry. Don't worry.
Okay, okay.
I just brought this
So
one to catch everyone's
yeah, so
attention because a lot
yeah,
of
so I
people
want
make this mistake.
yeah, so I want to ask. So now that I have changed it this way, if I
Hmm.
go to my old document already saved, do I have to go and resave them or to apply automatically once I open them?
No, it doesn't apply automatically because the image has already been saved with that old formatting. So what you need to do is just, even though it will show high fidelity, the image will still not pop up, right? So you still need to remove the image and re-upload the image or reinsert the image where you wanted it to be. And then now you save it again. Once you save it, then it will keep that formatting for you.
Okay, okay. I have
Mm.
I
a
have
the,
one
the next
question,
question.
please.
The next question too was that I drew a particular flow chart. When I copy it from where I drew it to the manuscript, it changed color. What could be the problem?
So it's same. This is also applicable in PowerPoint. It's applicable in all the office suites. So if you are using any of the office suites and you move it from one place to another, this is something that can happen. It's one of the reasons. So if you
Okay,
drew
thank you.
your flowchart, let's say in PowerPoint, and you import it into Word, it can happen that way. You can also draw it on an external software. And just the same reason, Word is trying to optimize the image into the Word document at the lowest fidelity possible. Fidelity means quality. Okay, so let's call it high quality. So if it's at low quality, then Word will try and do anything that is possible to make it low quality, including changing the color. Or of course, maybe the software you are using, you don't have the paid version, so you can't export with that particular formatting intact.
Prof, I think Miss Irene has made something on the page that everybody should do before the class continue. It says
Okay.
people should change their real name, their first name and their surname, then they should add the class. So some have added the class using machine learning. So they should
Yes, yes,
rename it. Maybe, let's say, like my name Irene Asamoah, then I added the class, Advanced
AMS.
Microsoft Skills.
Yes,
So
yes.
they should change it immediately.
All right. Thank you so much for the reminder. I forgot about that. This is to help us to keep a record of everything that is going on here. So please, if we can rename ourselves and then so we know that you are not lost. You are here for the class and not for machine learning class. Okay. I've lost track of who asked the question. Was someone raised their hand? Okay. Any other questions so I can move on? We've used 45 minutes.
So,
Yes.
hi, can you hear me? You have explained the do not compress image files. What about the discard editing data?
Is
And
it Ghanaian?
also, what does it mean? Why do we have to check it?
You don't need to
And
check that. You don't need to check the
oh,
discard editing data. Discard editing data means that it
okay.
doesn't keep the work after it has been saved. Okay, so let's say my file size sometimes can be, let's say, 10 megabytes, right? Once I insert it, I save it, I'm done. Don't keep it in the how do you call it? The temporary memory so that it makes my machine become slow.
Mm.
But if you don't have a problem with that, you have so much size, just leave it like that. You can keep it just the
All
more
right.
important one is the do not compress and the high
Sorry, I
fidelity.
have another.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Also, I have another question. There is some laptops don't have the high fidelity options, or is it like, because I checked the set default target output to 220 ppi, 150 ppi, 96
Mhm.
ppi, but there's no high. There's no high.
Yes.
What is it?
So your
Fidelity.
highest is
So
220? Is your highest 220 or
yes,
330?
yes,
Wow.
220.
Unfortunately, that
What does that
there's
mean?
Which
nothing you can do
machine?
about that.
Which machine is he
I need
using?
a new
Which
laptop.
Windows is he using?
Well,
The
it depends
machine.
on the Windows, yes. It depends on the Windows, not the machine. It depends on the Windows
The
Office you are
Oh,
Windows.
using.
okay,
Okay.
okay. Oh,
Yes.
oh, no wonder.
So
Okay,
either you send it
okay,
to
yeah.
someone to help you upgrade, or you actually upgrade the
So
Windows by
which window
yourself.
are you using?
It's Windows 10, I think. Let me check. Is
Windows
a
10. Hey.
laptop old one, so I don't
Okay,
know.
okay.
I'm not
That's
sure.
why.
No
Yeah.
problem. You can find a friend who has a more advanced system and then try and do it on their machine. Okay. All
Thank
right.
you.
Welcome.
Is
Emmanuel.
it Ghanaian? On the bro feed.
Emmanuel, you can go ahead. Emmanuel Kwabna say. Okay. I think we've wasted enough time on this one. Let's move on. Okay. This is just to draw your attention to what is in Word that you need to pay attention to. So please, after the class, your homework will be that you go to options and run through all the tabs and see which one you feel you need to take that you have not taken, or you need to check that you have not checked. So I'll move on to proofing, which is another one I just want to draw your attention to. If you go to proofing, usually it's checked as ignore words in uppercase. Usually it's checked as ignore words in uppercase. So it means that if you type something wrong and it's in uppercase, Word will never draw your attention to it. So even though these are the reasons why after you have proofread your work over and over again, the reviewer will still tell you that give it to a native speaker, aside the fact that the paper was not written well. Some of the spelling mistakes was not captured by Word because of some of these things that have been checked instead of being unchecked. So if the word, let's say Ghana, you write it as Ghna, Word won't capture it. It will see it as it's a proper word because you have said that it should ignore all words in uppercase. It's very simple and very petty, but it can cost you. Yeah. So ignore words that contain numbers. So if let's say you are typing something and it's also wrong, but it has a number, Word will also ignore it. Ignore internet and file addresses. So some of us, you need to put a DOI and all that. It will ignore, right? And then all this, if you are typing another language, I am used to typing French. So I have this particular thing also checked or unchecked. So please just go back and then whatever you are convenient with or whatever you feel that you need to change, please check or check. If you are not sure, you can inbox us in the on the pages or ask, do I need to check this or uncheck this? And I'll ask you, for what application are you using it for? And then I can advise. Any question on this part? Proofing. Let me uncheck because it's not supposed to be checked. Any question?
We are waiting for the Mark 1.
Oh, the Mark 1.
My
It
one
should
is
be the same
automatically
place. Proofing.
with.
Huh?
Please,
Is
any
that?
Mark helper.
Yes, mine is
Same place, but you
automatically.
go to spelling and grammar.
Okay, so let me stop sharing and then the Mark people can
Okay.
take.
Okay. So um, you go to spelling and grammar, right?
Yeah.
This side. I should share.
Yeah,
Yes, you
share.
can share your screen.
Okay. Mm. Mhm. Please, you can see this one.
Yes.
Yes, so you check and uncheck which one suits you. So ignore
Oh,
words should
okay.
be unchecked.
Your
Ignore
what?
words, sorry, ignore words on
Ignore
the
what?
right hand side. Ignore words with numbers should be unchecked.
Oh, okay. That's all.
And the internet.
Internet. Okay, ignore internet files. Okay. All right. So that all?
Yes, for now, that's all.
Okay. Thank
All
you.
right, so I'll do one more and then we'll move away from file if there are no questions. Okay.
Oh,
Hello,
please.
please. I've missed the understanding of checking all those options. Can you quickly go over again? Why are we? Because mine came automatically checked.
It's checked. Okay, so
Yeah.
if you check it, it means you are telling Word to ignore the spell checker. You know, when you don't have any spell checker like Grammarly and everything, we have the basic word editing proofing service, right? So if you say ignore any capitalized word, it means that it's reading, and once it sees a capitalized word, it skips. Because you say it should ignore any capitalized word, you are sure that it is correctly spelled. So it gives you the feedback that, okay, there are 10 words misspelled here. That particular word is not part. So you uncheck it so that it does not ignore the capitalized words. That's the uppercase.
Okay.
And then any word containing a number, it will also ignore it if it's checked. So you uncheck it, that is, make it empty so that if you have a word that has a number in it, let's say sample 2, sample underscore 2, or sample 2 as one word, and then you spell it as SMPLE2. Because there's 2 attached to the sample, it will skip it because you said you should ignore any word that has a letter in the word, right? And then the last one was the one with the addresses. So if the address is wrongly spelled also, it can't tell you anything.
And then and then the flag repeated words. What about that one too?
So he was going to the school. So if he was going to the school and you said flag repeated words, it will show you that the two of them has been repeated. So remove one there. But if you uncheck it, it means that the four can be there and it will still say your word is British English. So
Okay,
that
all
one
right,
you
all
have
right,
to
all right.
flag it. You have to flag it because it's repeated consistently, as in consecutively repeated words. Okay, so our
So
homework
are
is,
you supposed to
yes,
also,
go
yeah,
ahead.
please, are you supposed to also check this before you start your typing in a Word document, or if
This
you
one
do it
before
for
and
this,
after
it
it
will work
works.
for it works. Okay.
Ideally, the first day you open Microsoft Office, you should have done this. This is what I'm trying to draw your attention to. So if you have not done this, please go back and do it. The only one that does not apply or may not apply is the one that you have inserted figure. So that one you have to remove the figure because you've saved it with that particular format. It has already applied. But for things like Word and text, it's not a problem. You can do this. And then now when you save again, you realize that it will start giving you those suggestions in the proofing service. So that one, the autocorrect will help you. But the only problem was with the image.
Okay, okay, thank you.
Okay. Then save, which is, I'm sure maybe a lot of people already do this, but your auto recover information should be as small as possible because it's so annoying. You've put something inside the document and just within 2 minutes, you lose everything because you didn't auto recover. So mine is 4, usually it's 5. If yours is 10 or 20, then all the best because a lot can happen in 20 minutes. But there's a drawback to this. If your size the size of your Word document is so large, it means that every time you have to wait for like 30 seconds for it to auto-save, auto-save, auto-save after every 4 minutes, right? But if you feel it's annoying, you can make it 1 hour, and that's up to you. But in 1 hour, you can lose everything you have typed. So this is the last one I want to share. There are so many under it. Or maybe let me just add one more, which is add-ins.
Wait,
Is there a
before you
question?
move,
Yes.
yeah, before you move, yeah, please, you make it 4. Mine came with 10. Which one, what is the best? Which one will you recommend?
I didn't get the first part. Which part will I recommend?
With
The
the
first part
auto
was
save.
not clear.
Save
The
auto save.
autosave, I'm using
Yeah,
4 minutes.
yes, yes.
But
Mine is 10
even
minutes. So which
10 minutes is too much. I think it's too much, but it's up to you.
okay.
Unless you are someone who always do control save, or the Mac people is what? Something save. Control S, right? And the Mac is what? What's the shortcut for saving on Mac?
Command
Command
S.
S.
Command S. So if you are someone whose hand is used to Command S, even that one is not so reliable. So just let the auto recover help you. Because sometimes it can even auto recover, and when you open the document, it still cannot recover. It has saved it, but trying to recover it, something went wrong. So as much as possible, anything can happen. Machine can crash any day. It's a machine. Just like we also force it without warning. Yes. So 5 is okay, 4 is okay, but 10, um, I don't know what to say about that. Maybe it's too much. Okay, so let me add one more. That is the add-ins. So for the add-ins, you can have so many add-ins that you can find. We'll expand more on this later, but you can also add in some various tools like Zotero, Grammarly, and all the things that can help your writing or typing experience make it so productive. So you can also look at this. So our homework today is go to File, go to Options, check and make sure that things are checked and unchecked. And then maybe in our next class, I'll ask someone to share their screen and tell us why they made those decisions to check the box or uncheck the box. I hope that's fine with everyone here.
Yes, please. Please, I have a question.
Yes. No, first answer my own, then you can ask your question.
Yes,
Is it
please.
clear that we are all agreeing that we have this homework?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Please, who said that? I'll book your name for the next.
Please,
Yes,
what
sir.
are you saying? I was lost. You said what?
I gave a homework. The homework being that you go to your options and then check each tab: general, display, proving, save, typography, language, ease of access, advanced, all of them. And then make sure that the places that need to be checked, you have checked. The places that need to be unchecked, you have unchecked. And then when you come to our next class,
Like the one we have just done.
yes,
Or we have done
I'll ask
already.
you. No, there are more. There are more. So
Hey.
you have to go through one by one. And then for each decision that you make, you tell me why you made that decision and why
Wow.
it's applicable to you. So if you type a lot without images, I don't know why you should do fidelity. You should be able to convince me why, right? So that's the homework. So the lady
Yeah.
who was talking, you can now ask your question. Since it has been agreed
Yeah.
anonymously that we have this homework, you can go on with your question.
That.
And then we'll
Okay,
take a
so with
5-minute
the
break.
add-ins, before I used to have Grammarly add-in, so it
Mm,
appears on my word. But
mm,
now it doesn't appear. I think it was disturbing me. Even when the word is correct, they will underline. So I think I
underline.
clicked somewhere. And
Mm-hmm.
now I can't find it there. But right now, when we open the add-in, I can find it there. But it's not on the word, like on the
Good.
display. So
Mm.
what could be the problem?
You have disabled it, but it's there. It's still there. There's another way also to install Grammarly, so we can look at that later when we get to that part.
Okay, thank
Yes,
you.
but you
Is
can
What
that
you
way
are
another
doing,
explain.
you are
question?
figuring it for Mark also. We beg you.
Okay.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, I am not a fan of Mac, so unless I can stop
No,
my sharing and then you will share.
Oh yeah, I'm figuring out, but at least anybody can also figure out so that we all do it together.
Sure, sure. So if there's a Mac person in the
So
room, please help.
with
Okay,
the
there's
Grammarly, does it come with Word?
no, you have to download it. There's Grammarly for Word. So you just go on grammarly.com. You see Grammarly for Word, Grammarly for different
On
things.
on
And then
on
you
on.
can,
Is it free or paid?
there's a free version,
It's
there's a
paid.
paid version.
Hey, it's paid.
There's free
It's
and
paid.
paid. The free will just do
Normal
the
one.
the normal is go come. That one, yes, but even with the paid, there are levels. There's the
Oh
executive,
yeah,
there's the
premium
academic.
and other stuff.
Yes, yes. So
We
there's
are young.
even
When
different
we get
level.
there, we will cross.
Yeah, sure. All right. There's one question. I think we can allow that question. Then we have a 5 minutes break. Francisca,
I have a
you understand?
question, please.
Yes.
I
There's
the
a for the
add-ins you were talking about, I can't find it. I don't know where you had it.
Is this Francisca talking?
Yeah, Francisca.
Yes. The add-ins, you can't find it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can share your screen for us and then we can help you. Oh, why A? No
I
A.
have a
We are
question
all
as well, please.
learning.
I don't know how to do that.
Okay. While you try to, I'll stop sharing. There was someone also speaking. You can go
Okay.
ahead whilst Francisca is finding the way to share.
I just want to know
Hmm.
what is like there are two in the add-in sections. There are two several things there, like the active application add-in, inactive application add-ins. Like
Yes.
the inactive ones, what does it mean?
So you install them either by yourself mistakenly or it came in as a default, but they have been disabled, so you will enable it by yourself. Or you have disabled it by some way or some error, so you just have to enable it again.
Oh, okay. So if I want to a new application on my laptop, if I just download it from Google or Play
Yes.
Store, it will just be automatically put onto the active application or
Yes.
inactive like
Yes.
do I have to
I faced a
oh
challenge yesterday on when I was testing on someone's machine. We installed a new office and then we installed Zotero, right? Zotero was installed. We were using the software itself, but when we came into where we couldn't find it. So we had to go through a whole lot of process to activate it. So sometimes you can install, but due to some conflicts, it doesn't work. So you have to find ways of activating. It's there, the system, but you just have to activate. So just a quick Google or Microsoft search,
if
Explorer
you
search, you find
mm,
ways of
okay
activating that particular one. Yeah.
okay
Okay.
thank you.
Welcome. Francisca, we are waiting for you.
Okay.
You can share it so that we all see where the problem is.
I'm trying.
Okay. No problem. Take your time.
Yeah.
Okay, so you go to File.
Okay.
Okay, so go back. I've seen something I need to correct. Sorry. You see your autosave is off. Is there a reason?
This
It
one.
should be on. It should be
I
on
think I
every
tried
time.
turning it on and
Yes, then you link it to your OneDrive.
okay.
Okay, you can do that later, but please remember to put it on.
Okay.
Okay, so let's go to the real question you asked. File options.
Save.
Add-ins is there, the last but one, or the penultimate. Before Trust Center on your left.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you go
Okay.
to add-ins, yes. And then you can go to, you have dates, the normal ones. You have OneNote. Okay, that's fine. You can scroll down. Scroll down on the right. Okay, so maybe you can add things like Grammarly, Zotero in the future, Mendeley and all that. We'll do that in another class where you can
Where do
add
I
so
add that?
you go to
On the Mac one, please show us, we beg.
Mac.
On the Mac, you
Okay.
go to Insert on the screen where the word file edit view. So you see Insert. And then you
Okay.
It will
just
be
look
better
up
if
and
we
then you see
share.
add-ins.
It will be
Add
better
in.
if we share so that we all see it. So I can
Okay.
also learn from the Mac
Okay,
users.
let me share. Let me share.
So Francisca, you can stop sharing. We'll come back to you, sir. Or I'll show it in my machine.
Okay, I'm sharing.
I stop.
Please, are we there?
No,
I
I
think
can't see
Francisca
your
is still
screen.
sharing.
You cannot ski. Okay.
There's a question in the chat box. Let me quickly address it. It's very interesting and may cause trouble for me, but I'll just say it. So if you
Okay.
want Microsoft Office
I go
package,
here at view, right? Insets, right?
Insert. Insert. Yeah. And then add-ins.
Add-ins.
No, wait. Before it, you see the 3D model?
Yes.
Yeah, just below that. Just take your time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then my add.
My add-ins. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But I am also using Mac and I don't have the add-ins. We need the 3D model, so I don't know what's
It
happening.
depends on the version of software, Mac, this thing you are using.
Version.
Mac, which this thing are you using?
Version.
The version.
Of the MacBook or the MS Word?
The Mac, of the Mac.
What are you talking? My Mac is quite new, so I don't know if that's the problem.
So you go to, are they asking you are they giving you an update?
No, they are
No,
not
it's supposed
asking
to
for
be
nothing.
supposed to be in insert because you have to insert the add-ins into your Word. So it's supposed to be insert. So you have to scroll through.
Okay,
Yeah,
get
but it's not. And
okay,
I
sorry.
get what you're saying, but it's not. So I don't know what it
I'm
is.
coming. Please, I'm coming. I'll attend to you. I'm coming.
okay, who has a problem with the Mac?
I do.
Princess, okay. Have you logged into your
Yes.
Mac? As in, are you logged into whatever system controls the MacBook? As in your account. If it's
So
Windows,
I have
like
to close
Microsoft.
and come here, right? Get add-ins or
Yes. So you can find whatever you're looking for here.
Yeah.
okay. So if it
Hello,
is
please,
Grammarly
the
that you
first
want, you can get it. Please, you said, let me write what he said we have to insert in so that I can purchase them. He said what? You mentioned something. You said Grammarly and what?
Zotero.
Huh?
Any reference manager works.
Please, I am novice too. I'm just a first year student.
Okay, so Zotero, I'm typing it in the chat box. There's also
Okay.
Mendeley. There's
So
Grammarly.
my sister who is finding problem with the Mac, please, do you see the inserts?
Yeah, I do.
But you don't see the 3D, right?
I see the 3D, but beneath the 3D, there's no the add-ins that
Go
was
down.
supposed
Maybe
to be
yours is
there.
Like
not
scroll
under the
down because I
scroll
don't
down.
I also don't have the 3D, but I have
Yes,
the
go
add-in.
down.
So
I just
just scroll
realized
down
that.
and then
Go
look for
down.
the add-ins.
Yeah, the last option here is advanced symbol, and through all of them, looking through, there's no add-in. Pictures, shapes, smart chart, film icons, 3D link, cross-reference, comment, break. It's not here,
Okay, Irene,
but
can you
Francisca,
stop
it's
I want her
sharing
fine.
to
so she
share her
shares so that
screen so
we
that we
Okay,
can
try
share
share
your
and
together.
screen. Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Uh, so
because you can find.
I'm joining with my iPad and doing the thing on my MacBook, so I can't share my screen right
Okay,
now.
so you find someone who uses a Mac to
Can
help
turn
you.
on your video and then show it to your
Yeah.
Turn on your video on your this thing and show
iPad.
place it on your laptop.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay, give me a minute. I don't want to go to other class though, so.
So please,
Okay,
you said it's on
so
the chat box, eh?
yes, I have typed them in the chat box. There are so many plugins you can add based on what suits you best. But Zotero and Mendeley will be discussed in the reference managing class.
Okay.
So you can get more insight
Are
from
you the
that.
same? Are you the same
No,
person
I'm not
teaching
the
that
one
one?
teaching. No, there's another facilitator, but he's up to the task, that I believe. So he will enlighten you more
That's
how
why
to
you have to
open.
structure the distance so that some of us can be joining, so that
Very true.
it's very going to help us as first year students. It's going to help us.
Okay. Can anybody please see my?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I think
insert.
we are not seeing it.
Please hold on. Can
Okay.
it be seen now?
Yes.
So pictures, shape, art, all of this. This is the 3D I was talking about, and all the rest, but I can't find the add-in.
Okay, so we'll try and address it
And
in
I'm in a
another
mini
class.
abo.
No, we'll try and
That when you
address
boy,
it in
Mrs.
another
That.
class. So
When
you
you
can
boy,
sit
when
down.
you whatever. So message me. I'll figure it out and we do about it.
All right, thank you.
Okay, there are two hands here. We'll pick them and then we'll go for a break. A break that is inevitably.
So you can
Okay,
private chat me and I'll figure
Maoli,
it
go
out.
ahead.
Okay, please, thank you.
Welcome. Maoli, go ahead and then after that, Miro.
Yes, please. When I at the advanced stage, please pardon me to dwell there because one bit into twice shy. So
Sure.
please when I apply it to the word, when I go back, it still go back to pick document one.
Yeah, even me.
When you apply it, it still goes back to document one.
Yeah, when you close it, you
Yes,
come back.
please.
Yeah, same.
Yes, we come on.
Yeah,
Did you
you were
save the
It's not
supposed to
document
saving
click
for.
one?
OK at the down there.
Yes,
After
I
applying
click
it, you are
OK.
supposed to. After applying it, you are supposed to click on OK at the down there.
I did that.
Yeah,
So
we did that. The others are there, but only that document and that one does not maintain.
Is it possible to share, Maoli, your screen?
oh, sorry, I could have. Okay, I'm using the phone too, and I'm doing it on my laptop.
Okay.
Okay, let me
But we
see.
can take it in the next session. That's the second part of it,
Okay.
today's class. Maybe
I
you have it.
think the answer to your question is if you want to apply it, have you opened any Word documents you saved on your work? Or is only the document one that you've opened? Because when you said it, I just immediately opened another Word document I've saved. And then when I went to the image size and quality, when you click on it, it will show you the documents you've opened to be able to apply the image quality on it. So I don't know if you can also try that way.
Okay, I will try that.
Yeah, open another Word document you've already saved on your work and then go back and see. You will see it there. When you press the drop down menu, it will show the Word documents you've opened in addition to the document one.
Also, Laushi, I have one question, please. The autosave for Word, is it like you have to turn it on every time you're about to work, or it can be left on anytime you open a new document?
So once you change it, it affects the others.
No, autosave, the autosave you were correcting Francisca about.
Yes. No,
You have to turn it on manually every time you're about to work.
no. Once you turn it on and you sync it with your OneDrive, that's if you have a OneDrive account, then it will auto save it directly onto your OneDrive. So if your machine crashes, just get another machine, or once the old one is repaired, you can recover from the OneDrive.
Mm. My question is, anytime you open a new document, you have to automatically turn on the auto
No.
save, or is
Once
there
you
a
do it
setting to
once,
leave it
no,
on?
it will be on, unless you turn it
Okay.
off again,
Okay, please. I'll
or
figure
unless
out
you
that.
sign
Thank you.
out of the OneDrive on that machine.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Okay.
So
Thank you.
with the Mark 2, is it automatically under autosave or something?
Yeah, because
Mac has
mine is
OneDrive.
not automatically on. It's not
You are
okay.
using Mark, right?
Yeah, but I
Yes, I
think
am. Yes.
Mac by default has that. It saves on its own.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, without having to turn on the autosave.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Hello.
Before you, there's one
Hello.
hand. Miriam, please, just a minute. Let's take Miriam's question and then we'll come to you.
Okay.
Hey,
Miriam's hand.
for me, I'm using WPS, right?
Good.
And I can't find the add-ins on mine.
Mhm.
And then also for the spell check, it seems mine is like everything has been selected and I can't unselect. The part that says ignore words in uppercase, ignore words in numbers, that's already been checked and it's not giving me the option to like uncheck.
I use the paid WPS.
No.
That's the answer.
Oh, okay.
So please come
So,
back to Microsoft Word.
so that's the answer. What the add-ins, the
You
question I
can't
asked.
access all those things because it's not on a paid version.
Okay.
I know WPS is compatible with the add-ins like Zotero. I've seen the Chinese people use it before, but they pay for it. So if
Oh,
you get
okay.
a paid version, you can have those access.
Okay.
Okay, there was one guy. Someone was asking a
Hello.
question. Yes.
Hello.
Yes, Barnabas.
Since I was asking if I can turn on my autosave without using the OneDrive.
Yes, the autosave at the options, the one I showed you earlier, you can do that, but it also saves on the machine, not online, right? So if the machine goes, it goes with it.
Oh,
So there
okay.
are two autosaves. You can autosave onto the machine, but just that in case maybe there's a power outage and the machine just goes off and you put it on, you still have it on the machine. It doesn't lose everything. But the other one, the other type of autosave is also saving it externally so that you can get it offline or online. Sorry. Yes.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. All right. So do we go for the break? I
So my
think Dr.
question you
Irene,
have not addressed.
yes, that's
Aren't
why
you
I want
sure?
to pause the recording. Dr. Irene, please, can you pause the recording for just a minute? I hope that was your question. Okay,
Yeah,
you are
hello,
here.
sir. I think I sent a screenshot of my when I tried to sign into my OneDrive, but
It doesn't work.
yeah, it
Belinda,
gave
right?
a
Yes.
feedback. I sent a screenshot earlier, but no
Okay.
response.
I also faced this problem recently. I honestly don't know what the problem is. I think it's a Microsoft problem. I tried several times. You have to log in with two-factor authentication and it took me almost a week before I was able to eventually log it. So maybe you can keep trying. Okay, but I don't know the solution to this problem because I also
Hello,
failed
Prof.
So
recently.
you just
Yes,
kept signing in and signing in.
yes. I just kept
Okay,
trying to,
okay, all right,
Um,
thank you.
can I come in? Can I ask
yes,
a question? Are you trying to log in into your Microsoft account?
yes. That's what she's trying
Okay,
to
so
do right now.
turn off your VPN. Make sure your VPN is off. Once it's
Okay,
off,
Problem solved.
Nice. Belinda, I hope it helps you. Okay. So we are done with the file tab, right? Hopefully we are all able to utilize it and we'll complete our homework by Thursday.
Hello.
Yes.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Please, can you review the add-ons again?
Oops. Okay, so the
Sorry.
add-ons will be delved deeper in another tab, so I don't want to really go deep into that. At the
Okay.
insert tab, when we get to insert, you see that we'll go deeper into add-ons. So if you allow me, let's just move on. Okay, so we have home before we get to insert, so we can wait maybe in the next class. I'm not sure we'll be able to finish and get there today, so let's hold it until Thursday. All right, so I'm sharing my screen again, and then we'll move on to home. At the home button, it's also another let me say, a river or a sea of fish, right? It depends on what you have done in the past. You find different things at the home, right? So we have things like what I want to focus today is on the format painter, right? So I'll give an example. Let's say I have typed my name, Bruce, right? And I've typed Irene, and I've typed Belinda. If you spoke today and I remember your name, I've typed Mauli. Who else asked the question? Let me see if I can remember my student's name. There was Annie. There was
Princess.
Princess.
Gifty. Princess.
Yeah, it
Rebecca.
was Gifty. Yes, there was Gifty. There was Rebecca. I think there was another name also.
Francisca.
Francisca. Oh, thank you. There are two
Oh,
Irenes.
we're only typing ladies' names.
They are the ones who were talking in the class. No, there's Mauli there. Mr. Mauli spoke.
That is exclusive.
Doctor, God bless. Anyway.
There's Schomburg.
Ready,
Oh,
hey.
forgive. You
Where
know,
they are
class
you?
There is
part.
Schomburg.
Brotherhood code.
Anyway, forgive. All right. So let's say that I formatted the first, let's say 4 names, right? I bolded them, maybe underlined them. And I need to use the same formatting for the rest of the names. So let's say the next 2 names. Instead of just going through the whole process of highlighting them and then bolding again and underlining, I can just highlight them. Sorry, I'll highlight this one, the one that I want to use its formatting on the Annie or Princess name. And I go to Format Painter, which is here. You click on it once if it's just one thing you are going to use it for. But if you are going to use it on multiple items, then you double click it. So I'll just do it once. You click on it once. You see that something like a brush is showing on my screen. And then I'll click on the Annie name, and then automatically to copy whatever formatting that Bruce had onto Annie. So let's say you formatted 1 paragraph, and then you realize there are 3 more paragraphs. You just highlight the first paragraph, which has the formatting you want, and then you go to the format painter, and then you use to click on the next paragraph.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello,
Hi.
Dr. Bruce. Are you?
Hello. Can you hear me?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Do you have a question?
No, I couldn't hear what you were saying,
Oh, okay. So I'll repeat.
but I can hear you now.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you. So if you have, let's say, a bunch of text and you formatted one part of the text and you want to use the same formatting on the other part of the text, but you don't want to kind of go through the whole process of formatting again. You just do the one that you have done before. You single click or just left click, and then you go on the one that you need to transfer the formatting to, and then you do that. You realize that the paint brush thing disappears. But if it's multiple things, right? So you still highlight the Bruce again. you double click this time, 1, 2, and then you highlight Gifty. You realize that the brush is still there. It means it's allowing me to do multiple times. Then I can do for Francisca and I can do for God Bless. When I'm done, I go back there again and it disables. So double click for multiple, single click for just one thing. Any question?
Understood.
The double
Thank
click
you.
is on the brush, right?
Yes, you double click and single click on the brush. The single click
Okay.
just makes you transfer to once. But double click, you can transfer
Okay.
to multiple times. Let's say you have 5 paragraphs. So you just quick. You are done. I'm sure this one is
Can
very,
you
Please repeat it again. You
highlight,
can repeat it again.
but can you highlight, let's say if you want to edit from Annie, Princess Rebecca, can you highlight all of them at once and double click on the brush?
yes, you can do
Is
that.
that
So
doable?
it's doable.
Yes,
So
possible.
is this what you're talking about? Or you want to highlight from Gifty downwards? Then you double click.
Okay.
Okay, so I want to use Irene's formatting. So I'll double click and then I'll use that one on Francisca and God Bless. So I don't know if I've answered your question.
Okay.
Wow, if I had known
Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Can you
this so
go over
many
again? I
times,
miss
it will
track
save
of the
a lot.
formatting.
So, Dr. Bruce,
Okay.
let me
There are 2
come in
questions. Okay.
for them.
Okay, go ahead.
Basically, what he's saying is that, in this test, for example, from the Bruce to the last one, let's say you want to um, format this test, then you apply it on maybe the first two, that's Bruce and Irene. Now you don't want to base it. You don't want to come back one after the other and be doing it one by one. So if you want to apply the same format, this thing on all the rest, the remaining ones that is left, you quickly have to select and click on the highlight on the Bruce, then go to the formatting this thing at the home, where the brushes. Then you click it for single one if you want to select a single name or a single item. But if you want to select highlight 2 or more name or a text, you need to double click on the brush twice to take effect in all of them.
Okay, so I'm using a sentence maybe to help, and then I'll try and if it doesn't answer that question. Thank you very much, Irene. You really explained it. Okay, so I have paragraph 1, paragraph 2, paragraph 3, right? So let's say the first sentence in the paragraph, it's supposed to be bold. And then the second sentence is supposed to be italicized, for example, right? Now, I need to make sure that this particular formatting affects the rest of my work. The first sentence would be the topic sentence, as they call it. And then the rest of the sentences in my paragraph should be italicized. So I'll just copy this. Because there are 2 paragraphs, I'll just double click on my format painter and then click on here. Wait, what's happening to my mouse? Okay, so let me do it this way. Okay, so it's not working. Oops. Try again. Okay, so I have to do it this way. Okay, it's not working now for some weird reason. Okay, coming.
So that's where my question was. If we could select all of these, like you could highlight and select before doing the editing. That's what I wanted to ask.
It should work. Just a moment.
Yes, that one is a normal one. That one you can select all of them and do do it. That is the normal one. Like the text, the paragraph that he has done, you can select all at once and do the formatting on it. But this one, what he's teaching is different. That if you have 3 paragraphs,
Okay.
you
Yeah.
apply the first change on the first one. You format on the first one. Now you realize that, oh, you need to apply it on the third one or on the fourth one. Then he's saying that you have to select the first one that you formatted first. Then go back to where the brush is. Then you click on the brush for single one. If it's only single one paragraph you want to apply, or if the last two that you want to apply, you double click and it will take effect. That's what he's saying. But the normal one, you
I
can
get
select.
that part. I was asking, yeah, I get that part. But I was asking the part where we've done the first highlight and then the editing on the first paragraph. But the next 2 and 3 paragraphs, can we select all of that together and apply the editing we want to do
Yes, it's
together?
possible.
Yes.
Yes.
You just highlight the entire thing. So for example,
Yeah.
this is the current formatting I want to use. So I'll
Mm-hmm.
highlight it,
Mm-hmm.
go to the painter, and then
Yeah.
highlight every other paragraph, and then it will
Okay.
work.
That's yeah.
Take effect, yes.
Okay. That's my question. Thank you.
Okay. There was a question from another guy. I forgot the name.
Yeah, I was asking that from the beginning. I lost track on how you made from the names, how you formatted, and some were having green and blue. So if you can quickly go over it for me.
Okay. So I want to transfer one formatting to another without having to do it repeatedly. Okay, so I just took these names. Okay, so let me go back to default and change everything back to black, and there's no bold. Okay, so this is the text I have, for example, like in my thesis or in my proposal or in my article, right? And the first part, I have taken the time to format it, and the formatting is just random. It can be italicized only, and then you've bolded it. So this is the formatting I need to transfer to all of this. Of course, someone will say, just do the same thing again, right? But in a case where it's not applicable to all the sections of the work, and you want to transfer one formatting that has been successfully done to another, you highlight that formatting, go to the format painter once, and transfer it to another part of the work where you want to transfer that formatting. Okay, so in this case, if Irene is supposed to be blue, that's its formatting, right? I just highlight Irene, go to the format painter, highlight this part of the work, and it will all turn blue. If Belinda is supposed to be another part of the work, let's say chapter 3, and I can't use red, so I'll use purple, and it's bolded. So I'll just format painter, and then this part of the work will be like that. So whatever format you have in one session, you want to transfer it to another session, you can do this. This is also very handy if you are doing PPT, right? You formatted one particular figure or one table, and then you just highlight the table, and then you just do that. You can also have the same format painter in the PPT section as well. Any question? Any question?
Yeah, Bruce, I think someone is asking about the justify. He's asking about the sign by the letters, the
Good,
words.
good. Right. That's a very smart observation. So if you look at my here, you see there's something like how do I call this? It's like a line, right? You just toggle it on and off, right? When I click on it here, that's the paragraph. We call it paragraph. So it tells you, sometimes you realize that you deleted everything on the Word document, but it's like there's some invisible space you can't see. I don't know if anyone has come across that thing. You keep deleting, but the thing doesn't go back to that space. So if this is on, it tells you that there's a space. So if I click enter or I press enter and it's here like this, I'll see that yes, there's a space here. But if it's off, I don't see that there's a space here. And then maybe if there's some invisible text there, that is maybe like this. It's white. You don't know, but there's something there. But once I am able to do this, I know that there's something there. Okay, so for me, I use it as paragraph because some editors or some reviewers are just a pain in the neck. So little formatting mistake, they will give you a reject. So this is just one way to avoid that. You can always keep it on, but it doesn't look nice. Someone told me that, so they always put it off. But it's in your own interest if you keep it on, and it helps you to know track of spaces, especially if, let's say, between two words, there are two. For example, this statement, right? Here you see that, let me zoom in a little bit. You see that after every letter where I use the space bar, there's a dot, right? If it's off, you don't see that. But let's say I don't realize that I've left an extra space after the A. You see, it shows me that there are two dots, meaning that I have to clean one dot. But maybe if it's like this, I may not see, and then my format will look weird. Of course, this one is very obvious. But sometimes like this, you don't know whether it's a double space or it's one space. So I keep it on to make everything tidy for me. I hope that answers the question. Any question about that? Paragraph sign. Hello, am I here, Lord? There's no feedback.
No, we are here.
We
So
are
please,
here.
the paragraph sign. So if anything, so if there's nothing in front, it will always be at the edge, like the very
Yes,
beginning. Is that it?
it's telling you
Because
that
I've
that's the
just turned
end.
mine on.
That's
Okay.
the end of that
Okay.
sentence, or that's where you have written there.
Oh, okay.
It's always at the end
Okay.
of whatever you have typed.
So every sentence you are going to type from the
It will
beginning
be
will
there.
be a
It will be
beginning
there.
or I don't know how to put it. Okay.
It's
Okay.
behind it, behind the sentence.
It's before
Before the next
behind the
sentence,
sentence.
but
Okay.
behind the first sentence.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So I'll move on to the next feature.
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. I'll move on to the next feature, which should maybe help us close, which is the headers, and which is one of the problems that a lot of people face. Headers. So ideally, your chapter 1, I'll write it here, and then your chapter 1 or your first chapter or your first level, as we call it, should be Times New
Doc, please,
Roman.
before we move on with that, let me ask one more question. So
Yes, go ahead.
when you are done with the document, the dots does not appear in your final document, right? If
No
you
one will
save your
see it.
documents, like
If I save it
nobody will
and I
see. If
print
it's
it out, nobody sees it. But you are
okay.
able to see that I didn't leave extra spaces. Everything is tidied up. But no
Okay.
one sees it.
Okay.
It's not
Thank you.
printable. Yes. Okay,
Okay.
so
Okay.
chapter
Thank
1,
you.
introduction,
Dog,
1.0. Yes.
dog, if I understand you, it means that when you enable that, what's the name? What's the name of it?
The paragraph. It's called
No,
paragraph.
yes, the one that shows the space, isn't
Yeah, it's called
that's
paragraph. Yes.
yes. So when
The
you need
paragraph.
to turn it on,
Yes.
you need to turn it on because
Yes.
I realized
I would
when I
advise
turn
you
it
turn it on so that you can
because I
keep track
realized when
of
I
things.
was I turn it on, it was rather showing the symbol on my test.
The symbol is on your text.
Yes, it's
Not behind it.
yeah behind the test. Like every test I think behind yes.
Yes, it's behind every text and it's before the next sentence.
Okay.
That's where it's supposed to be. It's just telling you that if you keep
Okay.
typing like that, yes, once you move on, it follows you. You see it
Okay.
has moved from the first line to the second line.
Okay.
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 So if there are no questions, I would like to move on. Time is going. Can we move on?
Okay. Yes.
All right.
Yes,
So
please.
so I'm trying to teach headers, heading 1, heading 2, level 1, level 2. That's what I'm trying to do. So basically, or default, if you don't know per your school's or per wherever institution you are that you don't know what kind of formatting they need from you, you can use this basic one. So chapter 1 or heading 1 should be bold, Times New Roman, and then font size of 16. There's something wrong with my text. Who can tell me? Chapter 1, Times New Roman, bold, font size 16. There's something wrong with it. Who can see it?
Is it the
The font
spacing?
The
size,
font
the double
between the
dots
font
there.
and the size,
Double spacing.
Font and the
there's a
size.
space.
The
Spacing.
Good. So it's clear to you, but if it's off, you may think that it's okay, right? Unless you are
oh, okay.
someone who's is very, you have a ruler to measure.
Mm.
Yeah, so please keep it on, and then it helps you to keep track of everything. Yeah, good. That's a nice catch.
Okay.
So chapter 1 should be Times New Roman. So I'm going to use the same formatting that I've written here. So bold, not italicized, like this. And then you make it 16. This is how your chapter 1, your level 1 should be. Unless there's specifics for your journal or for your school. If it's chapter 2, or sorry, level 2, not chapter 1, it's supposed to be level 2. What do I mean by level 1 and level 2? So let me call it level 1, not chapter 1. Because chapter 2 also will have the same formatting. So like introduction, right? Introduction is level 1. Then background is level 2. So level 2 should be italicized and 13, no bold. It makes it nice. There's no rule about this, but if you are lost, you can keep this. 1.2 is also level 2, so we can say what? Problem statement or scope of the work or something.
I don't understand.
If you are writing a
Level,
thesis or any,
yes, I understand. But you said they are so introduction, background, problem statement. They are all level 1s. They are sub
no,
in that level.
no. Level 1 is the introduction. Under level
Okay.
1, you have background.
Okay.
So level 2 is background. 1.2 is also level 2. If I also write aims and objectives, it's also level 2.
Because I want to get the understanding so that
Yes. So
because
level 1,
under your test, you've written level 2. Then in between level 1, where you've written the times, the new numerals, you wrote an introduction. That's level 1, right?
yes.
So background is level 2.
Yes, background is level 2. I don't know if this makes it clearer. So this
And
is
the
level
font
1.
size is 13 for the
13,
level
yes.
2.
Yes.
For the level 2, 13.
Yes. Can I move on? Can I move on?
Please, can you write
Level
the
1.
is by
Yes,
the
that's what I was
Yeah,
trying to
can
do.
you
And
attach it to
it created
Attach,
confusion.
yes, because we are right. We want to get the concept.
So level 1 is bolded. So you have a bold, right? It's Times New Roman. All of them should be Times New Roman. Times New Roman or whatever font style you want to use. And then the size is 16. Okay. And then level 2. Okay, Ibrahim, just a minute. Level 2 is no bold, still Times New Roman, but it's italicized.
So level 2 is what?
What do you mean by level 2
Background.
is what? Background is level 2 is by it. It's under introduction.
Okay.
Okay, so that's italicized. Italics, let me put it out. And the size is 13. Same font. The size is 13, right? Yeah. Okay. Oh, time is running. Okay, and then level 3 is under background. For example, I have 1.1.1. So under the background, maybe I'm focusing on Ghana, maybe the US, China. This is level 3. It has 3 numbers. Level 1 has only one number. Level 2 has 2 numbers. Level 3 has 3 numbers. So let's say Ireland. Okay, we'll do this more in our next class because time is up. But level 3 is bolded. It's bolded. I'll write it very soon. And it's times New Roman 12. Bolded times New Roman 12. Level 3. There is level 4, but that's usually for a thesis. But for a paper, I'll advise you refrain from that because it gives the impression that you want to talk too much. So it's bolded. It's times New Roman and the size is 12. Any question? We'll take questions and then we'll end here. We'll pause here. We'll continue on Thursday. Any questions?
Oh, please, can you minimize it so that we can get all of it in one page and we can snap or something?
Okay, sure. Moment. Sharing and okay. Okay, I hope it's not too small. Yeah, so you can also have another level 3 at 1.2.1, the problem statements where you are looking at problem statements, maybe statement 1. It's just an example. So, okay, and I made a mistake.
Okay, Doc. So please, what of the line spacing?
The line spacing. Okay, so for line spacing, every journal have their own, but if you don't know, I advise you use 1.5. 1.5, unless the journal directly asks you to use 2.0. But if you use 1 or 1.15, it makes it too small to read. Even though your work looks small, it makes it very difficult to read. So 1.5 is easy on the eyes, but if the journal specifies that you use 2.0, then use it. For thesis, it's 2.0. That one, there's no bargain. For thesis, it's 2.0. But if it's a paper, you can use
My
1.5.
school is 1.5. So I think it depends on the school. My school
Every school
thesis is
uses
1.5.
1 point. Then, okay. I hold my reservation on that one. So if it's 1.5, fine. But for a formal thesis across the world, it's supposed to be 2.0. Double spacing, as it's officially called. But if it's 1.5, please just do it so you can graduate.
Please, could you repeat that again, though?
Which part?
Just what
The
you've
double
ended
spacing.
about the line spacing. I couldn't
Okay.
hear you well
So
because there
line
was interruption.
spacing for every official document is 2.0 for a reason. It makes it easy for you to be able to read, no matter how blind you are. 2.0 allows you to separate two different words. It's not just because it's 2.0 or want to waste the paper. It allows easy reading. So if you are in doubt, just go for 2.0. But if you want to save space, you don't want to print, waste money, you can use 1.5. But 1.15 and 1.0, then it's not any official document you want to share with somebody. But if it's official 2.0, 1.5, it's okay. We'll do line spacing in the next class, so no problem. It's under the home tab.
Okay.
So 1.5, 2.0, not 3.0. This is okay. On the 1.15, no. It becomes too crowded for us to read. So currently I'm using, who can guess the spacing I'm using? The line spacing I'm using. 2.0. 2.0 is much bigger than this. So 1.5, you see, it's already there. So 2.0 makes it easy on your eyes. You can clearly distinguish what is going on. But if you don't have money to print the work, you can just leave it at 1.5. It's enough for an official document.
Yeah,
Doc,
so
please,
let's say
back to
when you are
what we are
writing the
writing.
actual text, is the 12 the third level, which you should use to write the actual text?
That's in the normal. Yeah, the normal. Okay, sorry. Let me also. Normal is also the same as the actual text. It's just that it's not bolding. It's the same.
Okay.
But
It's
the,
not bolding.
the under the
Yes.
problem statement level 2, what you were typing, is it level, is it supposed to be that, or is it supposed to be bolder than like the Ghana, USA, China? I'm
Okay,
quite
so
confused.
it's the
Were
same.
you finishing
I'll
off
help
or
you
you're
to.
done?
No, I was
Yeah,
typing.
that
I was
one.
cut off. But let's solve this problem.
Okay.
If you are lost, okay, which one is level 1? Which one is level
Mm-hmm.
2? Just use the numbers that
Mm-hmm.
are in front of the word. So here, 1.2.1 is how many numbers?
3.
Yes, so it's level 3. So you just highlight it and change it
No,
like
I don't
this.
understand. You said what?
So
I'm
the
saying
very
that
first one, the introduction is level 1.
it has
The
only one number,
1.1
so
is
we call
level
it
2.
level 1. Yes.
Oh,
So
okay.
1.1 is level 2.
Okay.
1.2 is level 2. 1.3 is
Okay.
also level 2. 1.4 is level 2. Why is it level 2? Because it has two numbers before the word.
Okay.
Some people
All right.
also say, what about 1.0? 1.0 is still level 1 because it's still 0, right? So you can, some people use
So
1.0.
1.2.
1.2
1.2
is level
is
2.
level 2.
Yes.
1.22 is level 2. 1.3
1.22.
is level 3.
1.2.2 is level 3.
Okay, so 1.3 is level 3.
1.3 is level 2 because it has two numbers.
1.3 is level 2.
1.4 is still level 2. It has two numbers.
Uh, okay.
Doc, please, you where you
No,
come down, where you've written
Rob,
the
you are
level one,
confused
two,
because when
three,
you come
four,
to the problem
normal.
statement,
Mm-hmm.
when you come to the problem statement, we have 1.2 and said it's level 2, right?
Yes, because there are two numbers in front of problem statement. We are counting the numbers to give you the name.
1, 2.
1.2 is two numbers, 1 and 2. So there are two
Yes.
numbers. So it's level
Then what
2.
about 1 and 3?
1 and
Okay.
3.
Yes, it's the same thing. Yeah.
Good.
So,
Okay, so
so
let's say
what?
I want
So
to. Go ahead.
yeah. I want to say that what Doug is saying is that when you are numbering, we are doing your headings. You see, we have 1, 1.1, 1.2, 1.1, then 1.1, 1.1. So
Mhm.
it increases as you are writing. So the first one will carry level 1. Then the sub the
Next
subtopic,
one.
which is 1.1, will take level 2. Then the third subtopic, which is 1.1.1.1, will take level 3. Then if you are repeating the for a different heading, it will follow the same thing again.
Okay.
Doc, you see what you're typing right now?
Yes.
Please, if it's not supposed to be italics, please can you just take it out of the italics? Yes, train it later. Everything is italics down there. A bit confusing.
So level 1, I should use its formatting. Is that what you want?
Yes, exactly.
Okay,
Yes, please.
I get you.
Okay,
All
And
right.
but
thank you.
Anna, what the two page in so Anna?
Oh, this one too. Okay, I'll put it there. No problem.
Hey, here,
No
I
problem.
draw teasers.
Yeah,
No
because
problem.
yes, well. But what in that
No
WhatsApp
problem.
group on the sounds for my
Okay, no problem. I'll put it there.
now boy. So level 4 is
So
freestyle.
Please, the
so
normal one, is it bold? Like, are we supposed to write in bold?
The normal one, no, it doesn't have bold. Thank you very much. I just copied it from the top. I didn't change it. It's not bold, sorry.
Please, some of us, our school doesn't want us to use Word. They want us to use latex. So I don't know,
Okay.
can it be added to the...
Um, with latex, that's a different conversation. Unfortunately, we don't have a class for that, but yeah, some of us are around if you need help. No problem.
Okay, thank you.
This
Okay,
Chinese,
so level
they
4,
can
I say
worry.
freestyle. Yes, someone was talking.
I said this Chinese, they want to disturb our height.
It's on recording now. So please be
Please be
careful.
careful.
That's
Please be
your
All
careful.
right.
freestyle, no?
Please
Does
be
that mean
careful.
you can do anything you
You can do
please?
anything you want. I can decide that I will not bolding it. I can decide I'll
Okay.
bolding it. Nobody will. But if you should ask yourself, look at, we have bold, we have unbold, we have bold. Do you think this one should be bolded? The fourth level? If you are following consistency.
No.
Yeah,
Good.
it
So
should
it
be.
shouldn't be bold. But
Oh,
as to whether it's there's no rule for this. But if
okay.
I should make it like this, it
I get it.
looks similar to normal. So I'll just want to italize it. That's why I say it's freestyle. Just make it look nice. That's all.
Okay. But within the same font too.
Yes,
The writing
everything is,
font for all should be the same, right?
yes,
Except for the
same.
headings.
Even the headings
Okay.
are Times New Roman. Same style, Times New
Okay.
Roman. If you are using Calibri, then it should be the same. If you are using whatever, it should be the same.
Okay.
Yes. Arial is okay. Times New Roman is also okay. Any
That's
question?
the
This is
freestyle.
where the
So
font
it's
style.
level 4. It looks like from level 1 to level 3, the font sizes were reducing. Is level 4 smaller? Should we go to 10 or we should maintain the 12?
No, no, no. 12 is
Because
okay.
level 1 is 16, 2 is 13, 3 is 12. Should
12.
level 4 also be like something else
It's
or
a
same?
Be the
heading.
normal
So
one.
if you
Be
go
12.
lower than 12, then it will look smaller than the text itself, right? If you want to keep it 10, one thing about formatting is not really about the rubrics, right? Do this, do this. It's about consistency. So if you decide that you feel
Okay.
like, okay, 1 point and it looks nice, no problem. Even someone who is reading may not see it immediately, maybe unless they want to trouble you before they realize you've made a mistake, right? Because there's consistency. You've repeated a mistake so much that it becomes the new normal, right? But if one side is 10, one
Okay.
side is 12, then they quickly point it out.
So, Doc, please, can you just put it at 12? Because freestyle na there, I go for 26, now say game into there.
Okay,
For
so
12,
it
na share channel.
can be 12.
Hey, nyame mo abotre.
So it's Times New Roman and it's 12. Okay.
Thank you.
Let's for the sake of this class, let's make it a new rule that level 4 is italicized Times New Roman and 12. Just for the sake of this class, please. If someone asks you outside the class, you don't know. It's just for the sake of this class. It's our own code, right? So let's keep it like this. Just for uniformity, because at the end of the class, we will be writing some documents. So let's keep it consistent for everyone. We've gone 7 minutes out of our time. I'll take 3
Please,
questions
where do
and
you
then we'll close.
where do you click? Where do you click to bring the ruler? Where do you click to bring the ruler? Because some of us are aware this.
Please,
The
my
ruler,
person
okay.
goes to
We'll do that. Don't worry. Ruler is.
my person goes to Sister Irene if it's on the page.
If what's on the page?
Sister
I'm here.
Irene.
She's
And
here.
Sister
She's here.
Irene, please, are you still working on the video for the other what I told you yesterday?
Yes, it has already been shared, but I think we would have to share on the WhatsApp page. So you hold on, we'll share the YouTube link. That will make it easy.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so 3 questions and then we can close for today. I'm sure today I'm bombarded with too much information. Please don't forget the homework, the file button for them Apple users, you know where to go. Please explore what is under the options and see if you've checked the right places and you've checked the wrong places. But I'll take 3 questions. If there are no questions, then we can end the class.
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Please, I'm not in the WhatsApp group.
You're not in the WhatsApp group.
Yes.
Okay. Dr. Irene, can you help me with this one?
Okay, let me share the WhatsApp group here in this.
Good.
And the
Okay,
WeChat
second
as
question.
well. And the WeChat.
And the WeChat. So that's the second question. The third question.
Okay.
The last question, then we close for today.
Oh, since everybody is bringing, then maybe they should help us, those that we need the latex.
The
Maybe if it's
latex.
possible
Okay,
to
so
maybe bring.
Dr. Irene will take notice of that and they will see what we can do about that.
Thank you.
Because not everyone also uses latex. So any question? If not, we will end the class today.
The next one is that
Yes, I
Irene
have a
Asamoah is
question.
the class rep.
Yeah, hello, I have a question.
Yes.
The paragraph sign at the end of the text, you said if you print it, it will not show. But in case I want to share the Word document, will you also show at the person's side? Or I have
No,
to
no.
remove it
Once the
before
person
sharing?
doesn't click their own, it doesn't, it's for you. It's just for you.
Okay, okay.
Once they have, if they have, then it will show. But if they don't have, it's just your personalized thing.
Please,
Hello.
who was the one saying I'm the class?
Oh, as for the class rep,
Hello.
you are more than a
It's
class
me,
rep. You are
oh,
even
you're
a
the
TA.
class rep.
She's the TA. Because she's the one who has
Ibrahim.
been sharing her screen. Yes. Thank you
Yes.
so much, Irene. You've really helped me today.
Hello.
Hello.
Please, can you? I know it's past time, but can you use like 3 minutes to go over the headings part for me?
Okay. All right.
Thank
We
you.
promise to always close on time. I don't want to be the one to break it. Anyway, I'll quickly do over again. And all right. So can you see my screen? And then, so in your write-up, introduction is 1.0, right? And then maybe you have something like 2, which is literature review, right? These are usually the level ones. And then you have methodology. Those who were in the class in this afternoon, they said what? IMRAD, right? So results and discussion, these are all level ones. And this is the core part of your paper. And then you will have conclusion, policy, whatever, depending on your field, right? And then references. I don't want to add references. So these are the 5 parts of your paper, and we are saying that they are the level ones, right? So how should they appear? The font style, the font size, and then what other thing do we need in terms of formatting? So introduction, which is 1.0 for some people, but usually it makes sense just to keep it at 1. 2.0, 3.0, 4.0, 5.0, they are all okay. They are all level 1. So, okay, now let's apply what we learned here. I don't want to go to literature review and then highlight and do that. I want to transfer my font. Who can help me? What do I do? I want to transfer the formatting from here to this one. Who can help me? What do I need to do? As
You
a
want to
recap.
transfer it from where?
Introduction, bolded. I want to
Highlight and use
transfer
the
this same
brush.
from.
Use
Okay,
the
so I'll use the
font
brush.
You
Okay.
can
creator.
highlight it, click on brush.
All right, so I'll click on the brush. And then what else?
You
And then you
come to where you
where
want to
you
apply the change.
Okay, so I did it once. Now I want to do for all the 3. What do I do?
double
So
click on the font
you
picture.
double click on it.
Okay, so I'll double click on it and do it once. Okay, so good. So these are the main parts of your work. But under the introduction, there are so many things you can do: background, problem statement, research, objectives, scope of the works, layout of the thesis, novelty. They are all under introduction, right? So we have to give it different headers. So we said that, okay, under introduction, there's a background. So this study aims to do what. There has been a recent surge of prices of the oil due to the Russia-Ukraine war, blah, 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 blah. An effect on Ghana. An effect on Ghana is like another topic. Then you can go an effect on US, an effect on China, an effect on Ireland. So for me to be able to flow and make my work quite nice, The background, under the background, there's Ghana, there's USA, there's China, there's Ireland. So I have to give it a next level, which is what we are calling level 3. But even in Ghana, it's not affecting the whole Ghana as a whole. If we want to go to Accra, the prices in Accra are a little bit higher than Kumasi. But if you look at some rural areas, it's much cheaper. So you can have 1.1.3, some rural areas. Or you can say urban areas, rural areas. Even in the urban areas, I can say the ones that have some form of aquatic life, and then those that have forestry. So then I'll go to 1.1.1.1, which is level 5. Even with the forestry, I can have the savanna forest type. I can have so I keep going, 1.1. So it's up to how best you can tell the story within a web. So you keep going deep down like that. But for you to not get lost, I just gave you a clue. If the numbers that are before it corresponds to a certain number, then you use that as the way to tell the level at which you are now. It's like on the first floor, the second floor, the third floor, like that. So if there's one number before whatever you've written, which is the main work or the main part of the work, introduction, literature, methodology, and everything, then that's level 1. But we are just using a conventional formatting that will guide us before, maybe this will be before your supervisor or your professor will see this, right? And then if it's per school, you can quickly change it to a school, how do you call it, formatting. And I'll show you an automated way of doing that in the next class. This one we did it manually, but there's a way that if introduction, all of a sudden I decide to make it 18, I click on that 18 and then it automatically reflects on all the level 1s. Whatever change I make in level 2 will automatically reflect on level 2. But just to give you a rule of thumb that we are using here is that every level 1, we keep it at 16. Every level 2, we keep it at 13. Every level 3, we keep it at 12. And same for the normal, which is the main text. So yeah, that's what we've been
Okay,
trying to.
so with the 1.1, you did all of that manually, not you did it
Yes,
manually.
manual. I type manually. But
Okay.
there's an automated way, so
What
we'll do that another
thought
time.
it was the automated you use, that's why I was
No. It's smart enough. So once I type the 1.1, it picks up the 1.2, but it's still not automated. So there's a way we can do that later.
okay.
We'll come
Okay.
to formatting on its
Thank
own.
you.
You're welcome. Gifty, your hand is up. Oh,
Yes, please. I wanted to ask from the tax bar, you could see at the style section, heading 1, 2. Could you equally use that too as well?
at the
From the menu bar, right on top, the style section, where you have so you have the paragraph column, you have the style column, then you have
yes,
ABC
yes.
normal. Yeah,
Yes,
the
that's
heading 1
that's
and
the
2.
automated way. So I'm just introducing from beginner
I'm
to
sorry.
advanced, so people don't get lost. So I
All
have
right,
to do
thank
it
you.
no, yeah, we can use that, of course. That's what I'm aiming that you all use, not this normal manual one. Yes. So we'll take that in the next class. Okay, so since there are no questions, we'll end today. Hopefully we'll meet on Thursday,
Please,
same
I'm
time.
speaking for my people. Please, on this one, can you share it on the WeChat group or on the WhatsApp group? Or you can put it on a chat group, then I will copy and paste it on the groups.
All right, let me do that now. Yes, but it will be done. Okay, see you all in the next class. And please do the homework. I'll check. If we don't finish the homework, we don't move on to lesson 2. All right. Have a good night and good afternoon wherever you are. See you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Okay, bye bye. See you in our next class.
Thank you. Bye.